Progress update this morning. I've got carburetor to put on, the distributor cap and all the spark plug wires, the belts, and I gotta get the radiator back in. So a bunch of little stuff. The horn needs to go back on, and so we'll start with all that, and then I got to get oil. Let's see, what else do I have to do? I got to fix the battery terminals, because this one here is one of the clamping kind. I don't like that. I'd much prefer an eyelet that bolts or end like this. Maybe I can get both. We'll find out. So I got to go to the parts store anyway to get some coolant line for the heater hose, because this hose is crusty and nasty. That goes down underneath in here on the front water pump housing, and that's where one of the leaks was dripping. So I'll get the carburetor on and all the linkage and stuff set up. The distributor, get that stuff sorted. That'll be basically the rest of the engine, and then just the belts, getting the belts adjusted. Then I'll probably go to the parts store, because I also got to get some spray paint for the radiator where it was getting a little bit of corrosion on the outside, on the fins. We want to stop that. Get some hose, route all that good stuff. I'm probably not going to get oil unless I run 15. I got this 1550 for the Alpha, which would work probably, but normally they run 2050 in this. So I might just wait and get 2050. Then I got some parts from the tires coming today, hopefully. It's Arctic blizzard outside, so we'll see if it actually shows up. Yeah, so I guess I'll get to work. Quit yapping. So just to show you what I did here, this line here is for the vacuum advance on the distributor. Hard to tell here, but I ran this here, and then back in here is where the vacuum is gonna go. Hard to see, but and then it's gonna grab right there. Whereas before it just kind of was floating. And then this is the other one for the choke. But yeah, so that was just floating before, and now it's not. So we got it sorted there, and we'll just keep going. Carburetor is tight. Gotta get the linkage set up, and gotta get this diaphragm, or not diaphragm, vacuum advance. We gotta get that on there, which is a little tricky. I wanted to get this in a way that was easy to get to, because if we had to adjust this for any sort of reason, like tuning it, when we get it back together, you gotta tune it with the vacuum disconnected. Trying to route this in a way that's not ridiculous. Well, if I shorten it though, and then I have to adjust the distributor, it might be too short, now that I think about it, because this is going to twist with the distributor, so there needs to be some clearance. I'm going to leave it how it is and just plug it in If I can get it in there. Okay, that's on. Get the linkage. Make sure it operates correctly. Gotta remember how this all went. This one's gonna snap on there, and this one. Just to make sure my throttle is all the way to the ground. Before this, and I said in another video, but this choke didn't expand. It was getting caught on the secondaries. All right. Throttle linkage is good. It ain't getting hooked up. So it should be solid there. Yeah, let's try right here. Radiator in here and get a hernia. I should have weighed this just for curiosity's sake. Oh my goodness, okay. Whoop. do that. Oh boy. Well, you know, gotta give it a break, I guess, for being as old as it is. Just might can get this pulley on with the radiator in there. Oh yeah, not a problem. So, okay. And then of course the fan goes on. Okay, so we'll get these, whole bunch of bolts. They're, well, All right, here's a video for you. The key's here, and then down here is the fuel pump. Turn that to on. It's only on when the key's on. You can hear it. Give it a second. It's idling a little low because the fuel pump's got to build that pressure up. I didn't give it enough time. There's that idle is, about 1200. It goes up and down, but if I lower it down, it wants to stall out, especially if you turn the heater on or the air conditioning. You give it like, it doesn't like the snappiness, but this. Right before the truck showed up, I was able to get the last two heater hoses put on, and I had to adjust the choke because it was a little too loose and I was having problems with cold starting. I got the car packed up and finished up the little things, and then the truck showed up. We were loading the car up because it's headed to Miami next for the Mille Miglia Florida experience.
That's a fine looking auto.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
The truck here had a little bit of struggles with the ice, but that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. I'll have more video of the actual race coming up. There she goes. Had to help with the floor dry.